Okay, so they want us to graph this and list the vertex x and y intercepts. Okay, so let's write this down to see what we know about this. So x squared minus 8x plus 7. So right away we know since a is 1, right? So if this is written in the form, ax squared plus bx plus c. We know if a is positive that the parabola opens up. So in this case, a is 1, right? Right here in front of a, it's a 1. So we know that the parabola opens up. Okay. So now we also know that the formula to find the vertex, we can find the axis of symmetry. And the formula for the axis of symmetry is, let's write this down, is x equals negative b over 2a, right? So in this case, a is 1, right? This is a right here. And b is negative 8, right? Because negative 8 right here, b. Okay, so we get negative 8 over 2 times 1. So the axis of symmetry is negative of negative is positive, 8 over 2 is 4. So let's start to sketch what we know on the graph, right? So your graph will look much better, but because you'll be on graph paper. But first, we know it opens up, and we know the axis of symmetry is at 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have this axis of symmetry, which we're going to always draw with a dashed line, right? There's the axis of symmetry. Okay. Now, to find the vertex, if I put in, we know the vertex is on the axis of symmetry, right? So if I now take the x equals 4 and substitute in to find y when x is 4, and then I'll have the vertex, right? So I get 4 squared minus 8 times 4 plus 7. So y equals 16 minus 32 plus 7. Y equals 16 minus 32 is negative 16 plus 7. So y equals negative 9, right? Negative 9. So the ordered pair for the vertex is 4, negative 9. So let's graph that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's negative 9, right? So there's the vertex, right? And it opens up. So let's see what else we know. We know that if we want to find the y-intercepts, right? The y-intercepts, that, let's get rid of this, that we could find the x value when y is 0. So if I put a 0 in for y, right, 0 equals x squared minus 8x plus 7, right? Then we know that if we write this in factored form, I'm not sure if this is jumping ahead or not, so let's see if you know this yet or not. Let's assume that you don't know this yet, so I can't do that. So let's go back here. Sorry, I had to check what you would have learned by now. So if we have this, we need to put in some values, right? So let's put in 3, right? X of 3. So we get y equals 3 squared minus 8 times 3 plus 7. Y equals 9 minus 24 plus 7. Y equals 9 minus 24 is negative 15 plus 7 is negative 15 plus 7 is negative 8, right? So we have another pair, 3, negative 8. So we can graph that, 3, negative 8, that's here. Let's do 2. Let's put a 2 in. I'm kind of running out of space, so let me clear off some of this. Let's clear this out, right? And let's substitute a 2 in, right? So y equals 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 7. y equals 4 minus 16 plus 7. So y equals negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5. So now we know another 2, negative 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And let's try 1, right? Let's put a 1 in. So y equals 1 squared minus 8 times 1 plus 7. So y equals 1 minus 8 is negative 7 plus 0. Okay, so we got 1, 0. So let's graph that 1, 0. Now, since it's the axis of symmetry and we know the points on the exact opposite side, right, are the same, right? The mirrored ones, right? So there's our parabola, right? And our parabola opens up like this, and then it curves around, whoops, and opens up like that. Okay, so here we can see the x-intercepts right there, right? You can see all these points, right? There's the x-intercepts, there's the vertex, right? And you can find the y-intercept, right? By just looking at C, right? So this is at 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That's at 7. And there's our graph.